Then in hip hop album review, Kenny Mason, RUFFS. This is not the first time that we have talked about Kenny Mason on the channel. He is from East Atlanta, Georgia, if you did not know. Go check out our reaction video that we did to Kenny Mason. Shout out to Kenny Mason and his team, because we got hit with that little copyright and they was like, nah, them boys is cool. So we got that joint on the channel, you know what I'm saying? They gave us the clearance.
Oh, they hit us with a copyright for that?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
And we also reviewed Angelic Hood Rat too.
And we did Angelic Hood Rat too. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you go check that out. Before I get into how I feel about it, the overwhelming thing listening to this project, I was like, he's such a Lil Wayne baby. Such a Lil Wayne baby. Rebirth. I remember when we reviewed Rebirth years ago, obviously years ago, or maybe we talked about Rebirth.
We didn't review
We didn't do Rebirth?
No.
Okay, fine.
What other crew you got, boy?
We didn't
You cheating on us.
You cheating on us. You got a Cuban crew.
Right,
I ain't got no other content out there.
Right.
We didn't review Rebirth,
No,
but I
we
know
didn't.
we talked about Lil Wayne way back in the day and the rock inspiredness and things of that nature, right? And that album Rebirth is where Wayne kind of went that rock way, and I was just like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? But listening to this is really what I feel the epitome of like merging that rock and roll and hip hop and just kind of creating something different. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that nobody's ever done it, but I think that Kenny Mason, the way he's doing it, is some of the best that I've heard.
I didn't get Lil Wayne Rebirth, especially with like in the middle section of the album. I got like Travis Scott-ish type of vibes. Like Mama, especially Mama Don't Know. Mama Don't Know.
Yes.
BOA. Nosedive. Like that was like so Travis Scott inspired. So I didn't get Lil Wayne
Beezy spitting?
Rebirth. Yeah.
Beezy is spinning. That's Beezypedia if y'all didn't know.
After Slip and Flip, I was just like a good 4 or 5 song run. I was like, okay, this is giving Travis Scottish. Like I can hear the inspiration of Travis Scott.
I don't disagree, right? Like I think Travis Scott is somewhat of a little bit of a Wayne baby too. You know what I'm saying? Wayne birthed a lot of mother this whole
Rebirth.
Yeah. Wayne birthed a lot of these youngins that are really rapping and doing a lot of good shit. And I definitely think Kenny Mason fits in that mode. Now when I say that I felt like he set me up a little bit, the way Zoomies comes in, holy shit. Holy shit. And obviously I know what Zoomies are. I have a little dog, the motherfuckers go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's really like the epitome of that track. Like it's just going hard, like a motherfucker just off the leash. You know what I'm saying?
And Halos. He went off on Halo when that beat switched.
Yes.
It went from boom back to trap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Halo
Yeah.
came in, I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, what the fuck is we doing here, Kenny? Slow it down, Mr. Mason. Like this shit is nuts. Double Up was like a loss of energy compared to the first 2 tracks. Minute Forever, again, you know, it just didn't have the same energy, the same fervor.
I like Double Up.
You know,
Double Up.
I'm not saying I ain't like it.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Energy and not like is not the same, but I'm just saying.
I was just saying a minute forever because I ain't realized the track list said minute forever. I thought it was a minute forever, a minute forever. That's what I thought he was saying.
Yeah,
a minute.
It's a part. What? Hey, it's the fact that he looked up. It's the fact that he looked up and was like, "Man, that's a bar."
You can have that with Kenny Mason.
again, like the tracks, but the energy wasn't the same like the first 2. But then when it gets to Mama Don't Know, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, Nosedive. 333/Adam. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay, here comes the energy. You know what I'm saying? But man, like nobody, I can honestly say I don't think that there's nobody, at least in my rotation, that I'm listening to that makes this style of music. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes I feel like when rappers either make like a track or try to go this route, it just sounds a bit hokey. It sounds like you're trying too hard. Like it doesn't work. And Kenny is like, how do you make it work so effortless?
That's the difference, I think, between him and like Rebirth and stuff like that. It feels more genuine and effortless. Like it sounds like Wayne was forcing himself into that situation.
Yes.
This sounds like this dude naturally is hanging out with his friends, and this is the type of music that they want to make. That's what I love and appreciate about this sound for him. Now, it doesn't have high replay value for me. This isn't the sound that I'm going for, but it is stuff that I actually can vibe out to. I find myself like vibing out to. I'm like, oh shit. Like Halloween was one, like I was like, what? Halloween is for Halloween. But then I listened back to it, like the more I listen to it, the more I actually really like the fucking song. It's just produced really well. The way he is on it just sounds very effortless. And then you don't agree?
I didn't say no.
That's fine. And then Halo's with B, man, the way that fucking switch. It was already a dope song, and then the switch just made it doper.
Then the
like,
flow and
man,
everything,
oh my god, like that shit was crazy. I was listening to it last night, and then I was going out to dinner, and I had it playing because I was trying to get prepared for this review, and I was curious to see what she thought of it, and she said she wasn't a big fan of the rock element or whatnot, and but she was.
Sorry, who is this?
Name.
Okay. No, I ain't hear the name. I ain't hear the name.
That's what I've been going out to dinner with. Mike, you trying to get me fucked up?
No, I thought you might have been talking to your daughter. I didn't hear the name.
I feel you. Yeah, she said she wasn't a big fan of that. She was surprised that he was from Atlanta though. She's like, oh damn, this dude's from Atlanta. I was like, yeah, or whatever. But nah, she said, yeah, he's cool or whatever, but she just wasn't a big fan of it or whatever. She asked me how I felt. I was like, no, I actually like that he's doing this. It's different, you know what I mean? It's, you know,
He's creating his own niche.
Yeah, I actually like it. Even if I don't vibe with everything, I still like the fact that he's doing it.
This was okay. I don't think I'm gonna love it as much as the angelic joints that he dropped in 2020 and 2021. Kind of like Nay, yeah. Some of the rock stuff I was just like, you know, I can appreciate it, but it just wasn't my, you know, forte. Like my forte is Zoomies and Shell. Like that's
is hard.
That's the shit I was like, okay, this is it right here. But yeah, the album definitely starts off pretty strong. I mean, you know, Zoomies, Halos. I like Halloween. I like Dip. I like Benefit. Like all the way up until Spin and Flip. Spin and Flip was like, okay, bet. Oh man, this is a solid project. Once it, this Mama Don't Know, Nosedive, 333, BOA, yeah, giving what's this? Givenici or whatever.
Gavinci.
Yeah, Gavinci. Like the Mama Don't Know, Nosedive, 333, BOA, and Gavinci. That was definitely like a for me. Like I said, because you know, I mean, I'm not like really a fan of Travis Scott stuff. So like hearing this, I'm like, okay, this is not it for me. But yeah, it picked right back up with Blackheart, Shell, and Westside. I think he finished the album out pretty good with those 3 tracks. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, this was okay. I don't find myself super going back to this, except for fucking Zoomies, Halos, and Shell. Them definitely my joints that I'm like, oh hell yeah, Kenny, this is the pocket that I like for him to be in with that. But I do appreciate I appreciate him going, you know, doing other stuff and trying other sounds and everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he's not sounding good or like rapping good. It's just a sound that I don't care for.
Style of music.
Yeah, it's a style of music that I don't care for. So it's not like, you know, because I mean, even some of his more melodic stuff was fine. I just was just like, yeah, this is not my cup of tea. But yeah, man, that fucking Shell. And I know that sample. I think that's why I love it so much, because I know that sample. So I was like, oh fuck, they freaking it like this. Shout out to COUPE too. COUPE produced about a good 70-80% of this. Nice. Yeah, he's another Atlanta producer in here. He done some work with Kenny Mason, so he kind of did a majority of this production on this mixtape. But yeah, it was okay. I wasn't like super going crazy for it, but had a couple of bangers here and there that I enjoy, and I'm glad he was able to do some style of rap that I like, and also do other stuff that he can be experimental or, you know, be expressive as much as possible. So I'm cool with that. But yeah, this was okay.
I am glad this was a mixtape and not an album, because Kenny got some work to do. Because I ain't gonna lie, I after listening to this, I got concerned. Because
what you got concerned about?
Well, the one that we did prior to this, like, oh my god, like it felt like you really had the formula down.
Yeah.
This feels like a step back, and I don't know if these are old songs or whatnot, but I do not hear the same magic, especially on the rock side, that I once did. Yeah, some of the rap songs are good. You know, we already talked about some of those, but you know, we just did a video about artists that could break out and become next. That's the reason why I didn't say Kenny Mason. Damn. And if we did that video before I heard this, he would have been on the list. After this, I don't know.
Damn.
You know, the flow's still good. The rap, you know, he still rap. He can still make those good trappy songs, but
Do the mixtape put you at ease a little bit more? That's why you was
it
like,
puts me at ease because
oh.
it gives you room to explore and try different things. But man, some of those rock songs or whatever, man, them shits just, they did not capture my attention at all. I don't even think they were good.
Do you think it's maybe because you don't listen to rock or don't like rock?
It's not that. These just
So
were
you don't
not
think
good
he
songs.
didn't do it good?
No. No, absolutely not. Nah.
I disagree.
Yeah,
That's cool.
nah. This one didn't do it. There's some joints on here I like, but as an overall project, this I don't think this was good.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, you say you don't think it was good? Oh.
Nope. Nope. Nah.
Take that.
Nah. There's some songs I like on here, but as a project, as a mixtape itself, nah.
I actually did like Zoomies, even though I do not like rap rock. I don't like it. I never really have, with the exception of a few groups. But for the most part, rap rock is not my thing. But I think that song actually worked pretty well. Halos was hard. Then Halloween, I did not care for it at all. I did not like Halloween at all. And by the time it got to Minute Forever, I started to kind of realize what it was that I didn't really like about his rock songs. Is he has this pop punk tonality to his voice, and I've never liked that tone. It's almost whiny. When he sings, it's like this Blink-182 kind of tone, and I've never liked that sound. So when he does it, it doesn't sound forced or fake like Rob was saying earlier. It definitely sounds genuine. It sounds like kids who are mixing hip hop with, I'm getting a pop punk feel from it. Like, it's these bands that they grew up with that were after my generation. And when those bands showed up, I was like, this shit's terrible. I don't want to hear this. So hearing a young rapper kind of fusing those two genres, I think is really, really, really fucking cool. Like, I think this album is really, really fucking cool. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the way it sounds. I'm with Ken. To me, it doesn't sound like the rock stuff doesn't sound like it was fused together very well. I think it sounded better when he was doing it on Angelic Hood Rat. I liked how he did it there, but here, I'm just not feeling it. But the more rap songs like Slip and Flip or Spin and Flip,
Spin and Flip.
Spin and Flip, I think was really fucking good. Da Vinci, I think was really good. Shell was really good. But for a lot of this project, I can't remember who first said Travis Scott, if it was Ken or B.
Beezy.
Spot fucking on. That's exactly to the T what I thought. I didn't hear that Wayne album, so I can't say any yay or nay to
You
that.
heard that Prom Queen?
I don't remember. I know the cover with him and the guitar.
Yeah, it's
but I don't-
old as hell, but
Okay, maybe I've heard it and I just don't remember. But I heard Travis Scott all day, and I'm not a big Travis Scott fan. Just like I've been saying, I think what Travis Scott does is pretty cool. I don't like a single bit of it. I don't like the way it sounds. I don't like the way he raps. I don't care, y'all. All you want. I'm old. Deal with it. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm not a fan. I was actually looking forward to listening to this, and by the time it got like 3 songs in, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna like this.
Are you happy it's a mixtape as well?
Say again?
Are you happy that it's a mixtape as well?
I don't care either way because it's not like I liked Kenny Mason. I can't remember what the first song we did was.
you said liked. You don't like currently?
I mean, if he sounds more like this, I'm off the train. I remember the first song that we got played by Low Mid. I don't think it sounded like any of this. It was just like a more not rapidy rap, but like a trappy
More
rap
rap.
kind of song. When Angelic Hood Rat came out, I remember thinking it was cool, but I didn't return to it. This one, I'm not returning to this. I'm not returning to this. But I am sure there are a bunch of kids who, not kids, but younger folks who love that sound. That sound that he's combining with hip hop, they love it. I didn't like that sound, so I'm not gonna like it being combined. I was actually really disappointed when I got to the end of it. I was like, damn, I think I'm gonna have to say I don't like this Kenny Mason project. And I was rooting for him. I'm still rooting for him, Anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. I'm not returning to this.
It doesn't have high replay value because there's some joints in there that's just not my cup of tea either. But the ones I really like those being moved to a playlist. Like I'm gonna revisit the ones I really like. I think Angelic Hood Rat had a better mixture. And it felt more pushing the boundary than trying to infuse two boundaries.
Okay.
This feels like more of an infusion. But the ones I like, you know, and it's the ones that everybody named. So I'll get into my favorite tracks. Give me Zoomies, Halos. I do like 333/Adam. Give me Shell.
Favorite tracks, Spin and Flip, Halos, Double Up, Dip, and
Snip and flip.
Snip in the Flip.
Hey, hold on, wait. Okay, let me start over. Hold on. Stop it. Stop. Spin and flip. Zoomies, Halos, Shell, and Dip.
I like Halos, Shell, Javinci. Give me Halloween, man. I'm standing by Halloween. I like that. I like that track. And I can't remember Spin and Flip like that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember
That
like
shit's
that.
hard, bro.
But I don't know who said 333 Adam. I think I like that one too.
So I'm gonna go Zoomies, Halo, Spin and Flip, Gavinci, and Shell.
Kenny Mason, if you're watching, definitely like where you've gone so far in your career, and I like the fact that you are creating your own niche. This joint got some replay value for me, but not, you know, as much as some of your previous projects. But I'm definitely looking forward to what you do next, because you're not the typical Atlanta rapper at all in how you sound, how you rap. So I'm always looking forward to what you got going on. But I feel the sentiments of, you know, some of my counterparts here, where the infusion doesn't move us. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's bad, because I don't think nothing on here is bad, but it's just, I'm not gonna revisit it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just on a personal thing. But super dope, bro. Super dope. Continue the work ethic, continue the growth, and I'll be here for the next one.
Get a feeling that I'm gonna be in the minority on this one, but you know, it is what it is. This one didn't do it, but I think it's a miss. So I think there's room for you, and you know, it's a mixtape. So I think, you know, I don't know your intentions of why you were doing it, but maybe it allowed you room to kind of experiment and try different things. I don't know, but what I do know is that I didn't enjoy this project for the most part. There were definitely some songs on here I like. I know that this hybrid thing that you're doing, which I really like, is there, and I know you got the ability to create and make songs that work. For whatever reason, it just didn't work here when I listened to it. So yeah, man. I still feel like the potential is there, but I'm gonna have to pull it back a little bit until I hear this next one. But yeah, I'll be here for the next one. See what you do next, because the talent is there, man. So, you know, maybe it's just these songs didn't work for me. So, you know, see.
By this being a mixtape, Kenny, I can see why I feel like it wasn't really a lot of promotion behind this project, especially by you coming off the Dreamville compilation and being featured on Jiz's album and stuff. So I figured it would have been a little bit more promotion behind it. But, you know, this being a mixtape, it makes sense. Wasn't really a fan of the, you know, the rock and roll stuff, and then some of the Travis Scott-ish sounding stuff. I feel like you can make better stuff like that and make it sound more original, and not it being sounding like a Travis Scott. The other stuff, the stuff I really fuck with, I really fuck with. So, you know, that's definitely some light right there, because I know you're capable of making a quality album. Hopefully you'll be making a debut album pretty soon that, you know, that can have some good quality songs like the shit that I fuck with. But other than that, man, you know, I don't know if I might be returning this. It might be like a add to a playlist. There's some tracks on there I might add to a playlist or something like that. That'd be about it. But this project as a whole, I probably won't be revisiting it.
Kenny Mason. If you're watching, nah, man, I think this was a good project for you, a good little mixtape for you, man. Even though I'm not like super crazy about it and it's not necessarily my sound through and through, I still think it's a solid project for you. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like you genuinely wanted to create something like this, just to kind of get off, and it came off like that to me. Even the songs that I didn't really mess with at first, I found myself actually bobbing my head to it and liking it more, and the more I listen to it. Definitely a dope ass MC. So I definitely want to hear more of that side of you. So yeah, with that said, I still have a lot of hope in you as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I think you can be a very versatile artist, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Versatile artist, MC, can sing. You know what I'm saying? Can create, different sounding stuff than what's out here. Nah, man, I still see the bright future, to be honest with you. So I don't feel like it's a pullback. I just feel like it's you tapping into something else that you genuinely enjoy doing. So good job on the project, man. I definitely am looking forward to what you do on a debut, though, and see how that sounds.
Kenny Mason, if you're watching, this one just didn't do it for me at all. I saw the interest in Angelic Hood Rat. I'm not quite seeing it here. Once again, I can't remember if it was Ken or B, whoever said that there was a sort of step back. I do kind of agree with that. I don't think these songs are composed as well as the ones that were on Angelic Hood Rat. This one almost felt like it was chasing after Angelic Hood Rat, but just not quite keeping up. But all that to say, I do appreciate, as someone that's interested in multiple genres, I do appreciate people who are much younger than me combining genres, even if it's genres that I don't like. And I think that it's interesting to see which genres you're choosing to combine. It's an interesting choice. It really is. But sonically, this is not something that I would listen to, with the exception of a few songs I think I would return to just for the hell of it. But as a full project, this one just did not keep my interest. But yeah, I would still like to hear whatever you're going to do next, because I think you have a really interesting mind. I've said interesting like 100 times this review, I feel like. I think you have a very compelling mind. I think you have a very artistic mind, and I really appreciate that. So keep doing what you're doing.